Hello, I'm Bruce Zimmerman. This is the Open Line Garden Show podcast for this week. Grow figs where you think you can't. From growfigs.com, and it's www.grow-figs.com. It's written by Stephen Biggs, and who is, as he says, an acclaimed fig pig, okay? And I can understand this one. If you've got figs, you're going to eat them, and you are not going to share, okay? My daughters found this out when I grew figs this year for the first time. So if you want to learn how to grow figs where you don't think you can, this is the book for you. It's copyrights 2012 by Stephen Biggs. It's word wrangling editor for guff detecting, okay, is Mary Fran McQuaid. Now, I've known Mary Fran for a very long time. Great lady. If you ever meet her, she's always smiling, always upbeat, and a great garden writer as well. This book, okay, will surprise you. It's not big. There is no guff in this book. And it's one of the things that I like about it. It's down to earth and to the point. It also has a little bit of a sense of humor of the author, okay? If you know the author, yeah. And by the way, the picture on the front cover is the author. Except you can't see his face for the figs, because he's a fig pig. Trust me, this one is a neat little book that goes into my library. That alone means it gets 5 stars. Covered in this book is everything that you want to know about figs. Kinds, harvesting, when they're ripe, diseases, rust, viruses, dormancy. How about watering, feeding, layering, winterizing? All about fingerprints. Read the book, okay? And how to prune and grow. Also, soft neck, okay? And you're going to find that this man converts his second bathroom to winter his figs. And the fact that his wife puts up with this, yeah, okay? You got to be the right type of person to put up with a true gardener. And Stephen Biggs is. I'm actually growing some hardy orange trees that he is going to grow for himself, but he also wants to use as understock to graft, and by the way, dwarf and that citrus on. Okay, so he's going to graft them, and when you graft them on this hardy orange tree, they're great to grow in containers. It also dwarfs them, and that just means smaller plants, not smaller fruit, and lots of fruit as well. So I've been growing this plant in my garden, so he knows that it's very, very hardy and very, very tough. So he's going to be given a whole bunch of seedlings this coming spring. The book also covers repotting when things are ripe, suckers, squirrels, soil, pinching, pollination, potting, problems, propagation, training. It's all there in one little book because there's no guff. I like that. I haven't got time. Give it to me. Give it to me straight. This is what I need to know, and this is what I want to be successful. I have not grown figs simply because there is a lot of work to them. But what he does is strips away all the you-know-what and basically gives you the no guff about growing figs. So what you'll find that Stephen Biggs has written a great book, which covers a whole bunch of different varieties of figs as well. And he calls himself a fig pig because he loves figs. And who doesn't? So if you really want a great book on figs, go to www.grow-figs.com and order this book by Stephen Biggs. I highly recommend it. I give it 5 stars. It goes into my personal library. It's worth it. And you know how thrifty I am. Now, there is also another thing that I would like to talk to you about this week, and that is carbonatite. Okay, you've never heard of carbonatite. Carbonatite comes from Spanish River, and basically it is mined, and it is mined environmentally, properly. It is OMRI listed for organic use. Right there says an awful lot. The advantage that this particular product does is it will increase the vibrant color, health, blooming, and plant growth of all your plants. It'll make, or it says it's going to make, the plants taste better, both fruit and vegetables. And I think that's always a question there on taste, okay? Because everybody's taste is a little different. But it's also going to increase the mineralization in your soil, which is going to increase the soil organisms, which is going to basically preserve and increase the viability and nutrient availability of your soils. So it is used in soil restoration. It is safe to use around bodies of water, wells, ponds, and streams. There are people who use this in their fish tanks in their home to improve the quality and resulting vitality of the fish and aquatic plants. And you're going to find you don't use very much. It is very, very highly concentrated. What it is basically very minor nutrients that plants actually need and use. Now, how many? Let's put it this way. I'll give you a quick list because you're never going to write this down. Okay? It contains antimony, arsenic, barium, beryllium, bismuth, bromine, boron, cadmium, cesium, serum, chlorine, aluminum, calcium, CO2, H2O, cobalt, chromium, copper, fluorine, gadolinium, okay, gallium, germanium, gold, iron, potassium, magnesium, nitrogen, holonium, iodine, mercury, iodine, lead, lithium, manganese, molybdenum, sulfur, titanium, sodium, phosphorus, nickel, rubidium, selenium, silver, strontium, tantalum. Now you can tell that these are very strange and minerals, but these are all extremely minor minerals that the soil uses, and uses them in this small amount. In other words, even the lead is used here for plant growth, believe it or not. Mercury, same thing, but the amount is so small that it is good for the plants. By the way, there's uranium in here, tungsten in here, zinc in here, but in the amounts that are so small that is going to actually mineralize your soil, add the trace elements, and it is for use in soils. And one of the things that our soils get used up, even though we're adding organic material, is minerals. And this is what this puts back in. And the very fact that it has an OMRI listing for organic use says it all. So, look for it. It's called Spanish River Carbonatite. It is for remineralizing your soil in heavy use, and basically it's all the rare micronutrients and minerals that you need for great soil health, plant growth, and, of course, with good plant growth, you get more vibrant flowers and, well, I won't say better tasting fruit, but better fruit and vegetables. Take a look at it. Decide for yourself. It is an unusual soil amendment, and I'm sure that you've never heard of it. And it's made in Ontario. That's pretty good. If you'd like some more information, go and you can email them at info at I'm going to spell it. It's going to be easier. Info at BOREALAGROMINERALS.com. BorealAgroMinerals.com. Did I tell you all the minerals that are in here? No. I gave you just a sampling. So, this is something that I want you to take a look at and try. Okay? And you can also go to their website, www.carbonatite. So it's CARBONATITE.com. And take a look. I like it. Because we all know that our soils are being depleted of our minerals as we heavily use them in our gardens. This is the Open Line Garden Show podcast for this week.